all joined game 3 in progress here, so it sounds like someone will have picked up a free game 1 win, and we'll see who can close this match out here in game 3. And a somewhat awkward draw for Ross Merriam, showing the limits of the Gruul mana bases in standard here. 3 copies of Fable Passage to start this one off, but Shadowskull smashing, becoming Shadowskull the Hammer Pass, letting him cast that Lotus Cobra on turn 2. But Spikefield Hazard did him with that just as Zachary Okorn drew it up, and so now another copy of Shadowskull the Hammer Pass, allowing Ross Merriam to cast Clothis, which can present this constant chip damage to get the game over with more quickly, and also give him the mana and also the fixing in a way to let him cast those big threats.
Yeah, with this Fabled Passage draw that Merriam's had, this means that it's going to be easier to actually get this questing beast out on the battlefield.
Yeah, and I think that's what we're about to see in short order here.
Well, Forest off the top means that you can actually just go ahead and eat the card out of Okorn's graveyard.
So there's a questing beast, and Embercleave can make that close to lethal next turn, but we don't have too much left in the tank at this point. And there's Omnath. So now, is there a way we can Embercleave and Scavenging Ooze and turn on the Devotion for Clothis? I think we're a little short, sadly.
Well, so it's close, but I don't think we can cast the Embercleave before attacks, which is the problem.
We can do that, but just not follow up with a Scavenging Ooze. We still get to crunch in with a Embercleave Questing Beast, though. We'll take that.
Right, Okorn's at 4. That is not much life.
Okorn is at 4, but does get to untap with Lotus Cobra and Omnath, so this could be a truly disgusting turn. Starting things off with Uro, so 3 life from that, 4 life from the land drop, thanks to Omnath. So Okorn back up to 11. And we'll see what else he has in the pipeline. Another copy of Uro. So 3 more life and another land drop, which now means we get 4 mana. And what are we doing with this?
Okorn notably up to 14.
Right, so but even between Embercleave's Questing Beast and Clothis, that is currently not lethal, as it stands right now.
Oof, this deck just gained it's gained 10 life this turn.
Suckling a Triumph, so not the big finish that Ross Merriam is fearing. But now he's now in the position where he needs to find something else to deal with this. Oh, and he did not want to see that wilt. We even get to trigger the 3rd landfall ability of Omnath for good measure, and make more mana, and rebuke the Questing Beast.
Good grief.
And then Ross Merriam's down to 6. He's dead on board unless he can piece something together here.
There's a Primal Might and a Scavenging Ooze.
This is where we need the face cam on Ross Merriam just to see exactly how he's processing all of this right now. So Scavenging Ooze can mount on Uro. I'm hearing a word from our director that Ross was streaming this and his face was as entertaining as you would imagine.
Okay, so hold on. We've answered these Scavenging Oozes. We're about to kill this Omnath, and Okorn only has 1 card after this.
Yeah, we were talking about these round decks never running out of cards, and easy to miss in the flurry of activity from last turn, but Okorn just used a lot of his cards. Oh, okay, there's Terror of the Peaks. So that's something at least, but by itself... Oh, okay, there's Kazandu Mammoth.
Terror of the Peaks is not a card that takes long to kill.
It doesn't. Unlike Kenrith, which is another card you see fighting for that spot sometimes, Terror does need other cards to work towards that big finish, but sometimes just having a 5/4 attacker that costs them something to remove is enough to get the job done. So Scavenging Ooze will grow a little more, attacking for 5, but Okorn down to 9. And Ross gets a follow-up with Kazandu Mammoth. But this game suddenly is a lot closer than we were discussing. Triumph, cycle for Okorn. Another redraw towards some action here. There's Lotus Cobra, so that's 2 damage off Terror of the Peaks. But it looks like that's it for Zachary Okorn for now.
Okorn just needing to find something like an Uro off the top to literally close the game on the spot.
It is delightful how Uro, not even escaping, but just being cast is somehow the best thing you can do with a Terror of the Peaks in a lot of games.
Oh yeah, That card is no joke.
Yeah, maybe Terror being printed will finally bring Uro into the spotlight that it deserves.
Will it?
So a late Edgewall Innkeeper for Ross Merriam.
Love this double attack. Forces the block.
Yeah, forces the block, puts at least one Cobra in the graveyard, which is even more fuel for the Scavenging Ooze. And just the Innkeeper as a Charm Blocker on the way back, maybe fine here. So this is it. Ross now is crossing his fingers, hoping to fade a big draw from Zachary Okorn. Oh, there's Escape to the Wilds. That's 5 more big draws, potentially. And there's a Genesis Ultimatum. So we have the Cobra. I see at least one Fable Passage. Can we work our way up to that?
Yeah, there's an Omnath and this Terror of the Peaks with the Lotus Cobra in battlefield. I believe Okorn is lethal.
Yeah, that's it. I think. That's doing the quick math here. Yeah, that's 4 upstairs and 5 attacking from the Terror of the Peaks.
Well, wait, can Ooze just gain a life?
I think it's eaten everything it can. I think it's full. It's had that banquet, but no, hold on. If we...
Terror just shot Edgewall Innkeeper.
So now Okorn gets to attack for 7, which already is not lethal by itself. However, we do get another land drop off the Escape to the Wild. So and there's a Fable Passage lying in reserve. So all we need to do is trigger those final 2 modes of Omnath.
And I don't see a Plains on the battlefield, which means there's probably one in the library.
So there's 4 life back, and then we can just cast another Lotus Cobra. That's the finish, right?
But then there's one life. Graveyard. Oh my God! Does Ross get an extra turn?
So there's the Cobra. And we see those 2 ultimatums left. So unless that one card hidden in Okorn's hand can seal the deal.
Oh no.
Ross down to 1. He's got a turn. Let's see if he can do anything with it.
Ross just triple checking. Is there any extra exiling you want to do with the Scavenging Ooze? It is all down to this top deck from Ross Merriam.
Do you believe in the cleave?
No.
I do not believe in basic forest, as it turns out.
No, unfortunately, you want to eat your broccoli, but you can't have too much of a good thing.
And Okorn must have been going through this roller coaster of emotions, knowing that maybe he fumbled that big turn, gave Ross one more draw, but if Ross is thinking for this long, then does that mean he doesn't have it? What's going on over there, Ross? Basic Forest is the card for Ross Merriam. And now, I think if we just tender some blocks here, that's going to be good enough. The Scavenging Ooze gets 2 more creatures in the graveyard, can put Ross up to 5, but then that's lethal with the Terror of the Peaks by itself.